It's the first November election day for a new voter ID law in South Carolina.
The controversial new law now requires photo IDs to vote in elections. News 13's Evan Donovan joins us live from our Greenville News Center. And Evan, how did things go today at the polls?
Well, according to county elections officials, things went pretty smoothly. As you've already heard, with it being an off-year election, turnout numbers were expected to be low, but everyone we talked to remembered to bring their photo ID.
Just ID with picture ID.
New at the polls in South Carolina today, a voter ID law means new requirements to cast your ballot.
Went in, they asked for my ID, and I got an ID, and just cast my vote. In and out there quick.
Now, when you walk into your polling place in South Carolina to vote, the first question you'll be asked is to present a valid state-issued photo ID. That means one of 5 approved types of photo identification, including a driver's license or DMV ID card, military ID, passport, or a new voter registration card, which is free and now includes a photo.
That may be one way where they can get a card without having to get a driver's license. So that would suffice. But
the voter ID law has been controversial in this and other states. A recent analysis by NYU Law School found 11% of Americans lack a government-issued photo ID, and minorities seem to be most affected. Supporters say there are avenues for people who have a hardship.
As an American citizen, you should have ID, so that's no problem for me, you know. If you get stopped on the road, they want to know who you are.
There are ways that people who do not have identification, and I believe there are very few people that don't have identification. There are ways that they can get some identification rather simply.
Voters without an ID can submit a provisional ballot with an affidavit explaining why they can't get a photo ID. And the law says unless someone challenges the reason, those ballots are counted. Now, turnout numbers won't be available until the end of this week or early next week. Comparing them to 2011, the last off-year election, could show whether fewer people showed up today because of the voter ID, but the numbers are already expected to be so low. For example, in Greenville County, only about 12% of registered voters show up in odd-year elections. Reporting live from the Greenville News Center, I'm Evan Donovan, News 13.